that relationship is very important as we move forward. But you know, we are required to have a vegetation management program with the Public Utility Commission of Ohio. We file that plan, they approve the plan, and then our plan's audited. So we've got to make sure we're compliant with fulfilling our obligation as a utility to keep the lights on for our customers. And you know, our preference, this is the most beautiful place I've been to for a meeting, by the way. This is wonderful. But our desire is to come in and tread lightly and move on. We have a long-term relationship with our customers. All of you are our customers, just as you're his constituents. And we want a good relationship. So when we come in, we follow that spec to trim the trees to keep the lights on. And you know, we're very, our employees live in the neighborhoods throughout Akron. We're a large employer throughout Summit County. You know, so our employees live in these communities. When it comes to the maintaining of the trees, we connect up with the city arborist. We talk about our plan, where we intend to trim according to that 4-year cycle, and we go through and we get direction. How are we going to treat, what's the appropriate treatment path for the trees in this particular community? And so there's decisions made about, you know, do we keep that tree or do we eliminate the tree? And so we work with the owners of the trees. And in this case, it's the city of Akron. And in other cases, if you have trees that we have to trim on your property, we'll notice you with a card to say we're coming in to trim. I think there may have been some confusion too, because there may have been a tree that we trimmed on a resident's property, and by the way, they had a tree also on the Devil Strip that they didn't get noticed on, and we removed the tree. But I mean, that's been the protocol for us. The standard is a spec that we apply across all 6 states, and it generally works very well. But I think in this case, and what I'm hearing is there was a communication breakdown. And you know, I think we're all committed to strengthening that.
Well, I'm also hearing though that there seems to be some skepticism about replacing large trees because everybody accepts the benefits of that to real estate values, to the sewer runoff problem, to the noise and shade. There's a lot of benefits to having big trees. That when you replace them with little trees, they may be less costly to trim for about the next 10 years, and even they're never going to grow to be as big as the other ones. But the benefits to the community do not match. They're lost. They never rematch what that big tree was. So I'm wondering about that issue. How are we gonna move forward with a plan that keeps the benefits that these big trees provide? Is there any response to that?
There's a lady behind me.
Yeah. Could you address that?
Yeah, that's.
Then you can go next. Sorry for interjecting one. I get one minute.
I'm a teacher. Sorry, I see a hand up.
Wait a second, I never got an answer to my question.
Yeah,
okay.
I will say, yeah, and I will say that the practices, sure, the practice of trimming the trees on that cycle in the manner that we cut the trees are processes that have been recognized nationally as the right way to manage the trees. There isn't a utility out there that doesn't want to come in and do their work and leave and maintain the relationship with their customers. We don't want to kill the tree or harm the tree. But the level of trimming that we do and the way we prune it is a way that will minimize growth in the area back to the conductor, minimize cost of having to come in more frequently into a community.
And that basically is the driver.
That's the bottom line.
Well,
That's the bottom
cost,
line, yeah.
but it's also reliability. It's also ensuring that, you know, for varied species of trees that you come in on that program, it works well. So you have different kinds of species of trees growing through a community along a circuit, and what we do is